So guys, you have clicked on the video because you are going through postpartum shedding. You're overwhelmed, you're losing hair is falling out, you feel like you're bald at this point. And guys, I'm here to help. Postpartum shedding is inevitable. We can't do anything to prevent it, but after it has happened, what do we do to combat it? If you're losing hair, postpartum shedding, alopecia and all of that, I would strongly recommend you watch this video to the end to see all the tips that you need to regrow with those edges, that nape, or any bald patches on a whole. So guys, stay tuned. One it's the girl Sashelle, and thank you for opening Sashelle's journal. Guys, in my channel I ensure that you feel beautiful inside and out, and if you also want to document your YouTube journey, I also give YouTube advice. So if that is something that is of interest to you, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can be a part of the gang. We have a great gang here. So guys, just for an update on my hair, I'm 4.5 months post relaxer. Woo! You know, as a relaxed girl, it's not at all easy to stretch your hair for so long and working with two textures, but I've done this successfully. I don't think I have received any breakage thus far, based on I have been following through with my regimen, which if you want to follow, you can follow it right here. I'm stretching to 5 months, as I said, so a relaxer update is coming up. Now guys, in my videos, in all my hair videos, at some point I told you that I'm having postpartum shedding and I'm going bald from postpartum shedding. You see how my edges are coming back. Video coming soon. That I was undergoing postpartum shedding. I was getting over all of the shedding. I was losing hair, and you could see the impacts of my postpartum shedding, my edges and all of that. It's not cute. It's not cute. And basically I decided I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna let you know about the state of my hair, what has been happening, and how I have been combating that postpartum shedding. I have found the routine that works. So now I'm just having regular shedding, nothing that is over the top. I might lose a strand of hair here and there, but my shedding is done, basically almost fully resolved and recuperated from that. Now guys, just as proof, I'm gonna pull up a picture on how my hair was a month ago, and then this is my hair today, and that's the other side. From the evidence, you see that my hair has basically fully grown in. The patches that were basically balding are now almost fully grown in. It's just that it's short in these areas, but if I catch my hair up and I gel it down, my hair is full enough to not show any patches or any signs that I have been going through this. So postpartum shedding is something as women we can't control. We have no control of it. Our bodies go through hormonal changes, and those hormonal changes can either make us look extremely beautiful or can make us look bald-headed and not so cute. So just for you to understand like where I'm coming from as it relates to my postpartum shedding, I had baby last year, August 2019, and during my pregnancy my hair grew so much. It was so long, it was so healthy looking and all of that. I wasn't necessarily sticking to my regime because I got sick and I was in the hospital and all of that. You should know the story from my hypermesis video. And basically my hair grew a lot, but then up until about 2 months after, around November-ish, after I had the baby, I started to see like shedding and my hair was coming out. And of course I kind of thought that, okay, probably because I slack off on my routine, then this is probably why I'm having this excess shedding. But it got so extreme, like if I'm combing my hair now, my hair is like all over the floor. It's messy. My hair is shedding all over the place. It's coming out in clumps. It's literally pulling out. If I pull like this in my hair, it's like literally coming out. And it's like at that point now I knew that, yeah, possibly you are going through postpartum shedding. So how are you gonna combat this? Even though I knew that this definitely is postpartum shedding, I did not like quicken to find a solution for this, and I really didn't do much because after the baby you don't really have time for nothing. So I basically was losing hair, and it's like when you're losing hair, you're seeing the hair but you're not seeing where it's coming from until it's too late, and then you have bald patches, and that is what happened. So in my relaxed hair journey video, you could have seen where April was my last relaxer. April of this year was my last relaxer, and you could see the length of my hair. It was really long, it looked really good and all of that. but I mentioned that I was having some thinning around my edge, around my nape area basically, and it basically took some of my hair out. Guys, without any further rambling, I'm going to show you guys what I have done to basically bring my hair back to life, to reduce the shedding and to combat that issue and minimize shedding and completely eradicating shedding on a whole, guys. And this is less than a month of progress. So guys, you know for a fact that these tips do work, and I don't give you anything that does not work personally. So the first thing that you want to do when you are noticing that you have postpartum shedding, you're losing hair, or if you're just having hair loss around your nape, losing your edges and all of that, the first thing that you want to do is you want to do a protein treat, because a lot of times shedding comes from lack of protein and the breaking down of the protein bonds in your hair, especially if you're relaxed. Relaxers do break down the protein bonds in your hair, so you have to replenish that. So you want to go in and you want to basically get a protein treat. So the first thought that I have when I was undergoing postpartum shedding is I have to go in and I have to get a protein treat. I wanted to opt for the two-step protein treatment that I could not source anywhere, so I found the 2-minute reconstructor, which is a milder protein treat compared to that heavy protein treat of the two-step treatment. But what I did, and I'll link it here in my relax wash day routine, so you can go ahead and see how I did that. That was the day basically that I did that protein treat. I balanced that out with the hair mayo, because the hair mayo is also a light protein treat, so I put them together. In that video, persons were commenting like, no, you can't use so much protein. I'm like, guys, I know my hair, and nobody knows my hair like me. I know that with the issue that I'm having, I know that I would not be able to combat my issue because I needed a heavy protein to do so. So when I balanced those two lighter proteins to get the effect of a heavy protein, and guys, it turned out perfect. My hair was super soft, even super moisturized after using that. So it's not protein overload, guys. Don't get your nipples in a twist, okay? So you want to ensure that you do a protein treatment, and that helps minimizing shedding, whether it's hormonal or it's just because you're not taking good care of your hair. It helps to minimize shedding a lot, guys. And from that one use of my Apogee protein treatment, hair was dramatically different. Shedding was so minimum, and from that I knew that I can start back on a good regimen. The next thing that you want to do, when you want to also ensure that you do deep conditioning. Now, deep conditioning is different than just applying moisturizer or conditioner in your hair. Deep conditioning is necessary because you add heat to whatever products that you're using to deep condition, and the heat is what makes it so significant. Now, just like your skin, when you are hot, your pores open up. So when you apply heat to your hair follicles open up, receiving the products that you put in better. So that is the whole point of deep conditioning. I will definitely go in and do a deep conditioning routine to help you guys, so look out for that video. So normally I don't have a specific deep condition. I just use my conditions that are my holy grails, which are Tresemme and also the Organics olive oil hair mayo basically, and using those had helped so much. Now guys, the next thing that you want to do is that you want to follow through with your moisturize and seal routine, which I also have on my video, guys. I'm giving you all the deal, I'm giving you all the tea, so go ahead, check them out. I don't put anything on my channel that I haven't personally tried and haven't worked out for me. I believe totally moisturize and sealing because dry hair equates to excessive shedding. So whether it's hormonal or not, you want to ensure that your hair is super moisturized. Naturally hair sheds, don't get me wrong, but when you're walking and if you're combing your hair and the entire place is full of hair, then something is wrong. Like me, pretty much I'm just going bald at that point. So guys, moisturizing and sealing did help a lot, guys. So go ahead, you have to moisturize and seal. Someone is messaging me on my phone. The next thing you want to do is you want to care for your scalp. A lot of persons, they work down the shaft of their hair, they moisturize their shaft of their hair, but they have never actually gone to penetrate the scalp. And when my mama was taking care of my hair, and when your mama was taking care of your hair, she ensured that she greased your scalp. And a lot of persons have been saying don't grease your scalp. I'm saying, I'm not telling you to use petroleum jelly or any of those oils that are considered as oils that will basically seal in and block products from going in the shaft. But I'm telling you, grease your scalp is essential to not only making your hair more healthy and moisturized, it also helps with your scalp and root. And you have to bend the tree from the root. If you want a good tree, it has to be good from the root. So you want to target your scalp with the #1 oil, and you know what I'm gonna say? Jamaican black castor oil. Jamaican black castor oil. Jamaican black castor oil. You know the deal, guys. I'm telling you, Jamaican black castor oil is the scalp oil. There's no other oil that's gonna penetrate the scalp just as much as Jamaican black castor oil. Jamaican black castor oil was never ideally made to go down your hair. It is a thick oil. If you use that down the shaft of your hair will basically be very stiff, very weighed down. And that is not cute. That is not cute. But Jamaican black castor oil, the ingredients in the oil and the nutrients in the oil is used to penetrate the scalp. Healthy scalp equates to healthy hair. So Jamaican black castor oil targets the scalp, ensuring that your hair is healthy from the scalp. So when you grease your hair with Jamaican black castor oil, guys, you want to also incorporate scalp massages. And as you can see also in some of my routines gone, it is the motion of adding the oil to your scalp and then massaging it in. So if your edges are thinning, if you're having problem, wherever you're having problems, that's the area that you want to target. The movement and the massaging of your scalp helps with the ability to increase blood flow to that area. And when you increase blood flow to that area, then that is what's gonna stimulate growth. So in one, we have greasing your scalp with Jamaican black castor oil, and then we also have scalp massage. So the next way you're gonna combat postpartum shedding is you're gonna do hot oil treatment. And I've made mention of these oils. We're talking about oils such as Jamaican black castor oil first and foremost, coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, avocado oil. All of these oils are very essential to the hair, and they provide good benefits to the hair. So what I do, I make up a little concoction of a mixture of like 3 or 4 of these, and basically is either I microwave the oil and apply it to my hair, or I go ahead and I apply it to my hair and then I go under my hooded dryer and make that basically heat up, and so my follicles can open to receive the oil. When you do this, guys, it also helps to moisturize your scalp, treating the hair from the scalp, hence minimizing shedding greatly. The next thing you want to do, and that is what I am currently doing now, stretching your relaxers. And this is a part of my regime. Whether I was going through postpartum shedding or not, I always ensure that I don't ever do my relaxers before the time. And my personal time, and this is my personal time, is 3 months least. But because I was going through postpartum shedding and all of that, I decided I'm going to stretch for 6 months, which is why my hair is in deplorable condition. Look at that, guys. So I have decided that I'm going to stretch to 6 months, and that is basically because you're going here, your hair is going through a little trauma. You don't want to go in and you don't want to add too much chemicals in your hair, breaking down the protein again, going back into the shedding again. No, it was my first intention to stretch to 6 months. No, I'm 4.5 months in. I'm over it. I'm tired. I cannot deal with it. Junk or draw breaks on my hair. I can't comb through my ear. I can't look presentable on camera and all of these things. So I don't think I'm going to stretch to 6 months. I think 3 months is a good enough stretch to stretch your hair. But now I'm 4.5 months. I'm gonna stretch to 5. So guys, a relaxer update is coming up soon. So yes, guys, so you want to stretch your relaxers as a way to combat that, because you have basically put protein in your hair. You're trying to work on your hair regrowing and try to minimize shedding greatly, and if you add relaxers, that will make the problem even worse. So you want to ensure that you minimize the amount of time that you relax. And if you're going through a phase now when you're going through postpartum shedding, just kind of forget about the relaxers for a while and do protective styling and low manipulation hairstyles, which is what I'm about to talk next. So the next way that you're going to combat this postpartum shedding is low manipulation hairstyles. And when I say low manipulation hairstyles, I mean hairstyles that does not pull on your scalp, hairstyles does not cause you to touch it too much, hairstyles that are just easy, simple, and does not take too much. And I'm not so emphasizing on protective styling here because sometimes protective styling can be too strenuous on our scalp. And I thought I was protective styling with my box braids, and that did not turn out properly. So I'm gonna say low manipulation hairstyles, because now when I do what I do after I moisturize and seal, I just plait up my hair and, well, braid up my hair, for those who don't understand what a plait is. And I braid it up and I just keep it like that for a week or so until I have to film again, or even if I have to film, I just put on a wig and keep my hair in my plaits. Or you just want to do something that you can at least keep in for a week, do braid outs and all of that, that you don't have to pull on your hair too much. Because what you don't want to do, your hair is very fragile now, it is gonna be prone to breakage in this phase, so you want to trouble it as least as possible. So if you can braid it down and then wear wigs and all of that for the time being, that will be a good idea. So now I have seen a major difference in my hair, as you can see from the video here, and now you can see that my hair is flourishing, and I have basically regrown majority of the circumference of where I was having that issue, and this is like in a month and probably a week or so. And a lot of persons have been struggling with growing their hair entirely for years. So if I can do this in a month, then I think it's worth you trying my tips. So guys, that is all I have for you today. I'm on a journey, I'm on a mission to regrow this hair. Guys, I know that you can do it too. My progress is just in a month, a little over a month, and I'm sure that in 3 months time this is gonna be a dream, like probably a nightmare that has been passed, and we're moving forward, and we're, you know, growing long hair, and we're going back into our healthy hair journey. So guys, thank you all for always supporting. Guys, don't forget, I always say, comment down below so I can know what other videos you want to see, guys, and let me know just how you think about this video. And if you made it to the end also, guys, let me know down in the comments box what is your greatest struggle or your greatest setbacks in your hair journey. And guys, let's just strike a conversation. So guys, thank you all for your support. If you haven't already, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next